Hi, loves. Isn't it crazy? Well, it's not really crazy, but isn't it cool that mirrors are portals and a video camera is also a mirror? And this is a portal to where I can talk to you. So, I just wanted to say that there's nothing wrong with needing your time to yourself, okay? And going somewhere quiet and being able to hear your own voice. Because us, who has very high empaths, also very high telepath skills, you hear everything. Very sensitive to sounds. Very sensitive to sounds and voices and everyone that's around. You'll pick up on everything. So that's why in the old times we were called shamans who lived quite a ways away from the village. They would come seek us out, the oracles and everything. And I think there's way many of us now. There's a lot of us now because more people are waking up to, being connected to Source. There's nothing wrong with needing your space and to go be alone, to hear yourself, your own self, instead of everyone else. Because they're like, oh, you hear voices, you hear all these things. Well, yeah, that's normal. That is, if you're really connected into Source, which we are very connected to Source, it's just when you have so many people telling you that something's wrong with you, or that you have some kind of problem, then that's when the danger starts to arise, because you're denying yourself, and that's not good. So also with, like I'm saying, hearing yourself, instead of hearing like parents talking, other family members or friends or people that you know, or just someone walking down the street, you pick up on all of that stuff and the astral beings. So you will pick up on everything. So you need to get somewhere alone and be by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, but you also want to get out, talk to people, hang out with people, because they need you. They need your help because you're so connected into Source. Don't hide yourself forever. If you're on some kind of medication because they think that something's wrong with you, that's another problem. That's another thing that's going to be hindering you. You're going to be in a coma state, staring at the fucking wall all day, which you don't want to be doing that either. Also, stop watching horror movies. Stop watching horror movies. Stop watching any movies that are telling you that we have something wrong with us. Because we have nothing wrong with us, loves. It's more other people only seeing the physical and that's all they can see, because, you know, they're not in touch with source, God, universe, if you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, them putting things like horror movies, that's a big one to stay away from. A big one. You're so sensitive to feelings and emotions that it's a big trigger. Like anyone telling me about some type of pain, their leg got cut off or arm, I can feel that shit. I start to feel it immediately, and yes. Not saying that you can't be around someone that's, you know, getting hurt or something like that. Just saying you're going to pick up on it big time. So watching a portal, which is the television, which is, you know, think about it. Telepathically telling you something, you're able to see it, and it's a program to program people, of course, and so if you're watching someone die continuously, people getting chased, people being kidnapped, hanged, something crazy all the time, you're going to be going through those motions all the time. And that's not good for you at all. At all. Doesn't say that stuff doesn't happen, but do we need to sit there and be in that kind of energy all the time? No. Also, like, with horror movies, they do a lot of stuff backwards. A lot of stuff backwards, okay? Think of the pentagram that they show that is, they say, oh, it's evil, because summons demons. How smart are you? Have you, looked up what a pentagram is and, what it does? It's a protection symbol, first off, and it's all the elements, which we have all the elements here. Hello? Fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and we're part of all of them, right? Hello. So, how is that fake, wrong, and evil? Stop watching that shit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so, like I said, always showing crazy shit. Like, another thing with horror movies, they're like, oh, the horror movies, they're like, stuff's evil when you see stuff in the astral realm, people that levitate, people that can do telekinesis, people that are psychic. That is not evil. That is real. That is normal. That is what we can all do if people tap into this shit. Hello. Pay attention. I mean, Jesus even said that shit, but who the fuck is listening? I don't know. I really don't know. There's so many people claiming Jesus, but Jesus said, look it up, because I'm not going to sit here and show it to you all the time. We have internet. We have many sources where you can look shit up. Jesus said straight out of his mouth, we can do what he can do, and more. What could he do? Heal people by touching them. He was psychic. He could levitate. He could freaking do all kinds of stuff. And he said we could do more. Hello. Let's figure it out now. Also, what is something that a lot of people don't understand or get freaked out about? He also said, ye are gods. Hello. That's another one. Wait a minute. So if you're telling me that there's also another verse in the Bible that talks about the temple, your body being the temple of God, where is God at then? I don't. Let me think about that one. Yeah. Well, okay. So if we're all connected to Source, the One, do all these amazing things, who wants you to keep thinking that something's wrong with you? I really don't understand that. Oh, well, I guess I kind of do, because we're in some kind of weird system that wants you to be a slave. Yeah. But then once everyone starts waking up, things won't be the same, will it? So, I'm not saying I agree with anything that's, everything that's written in a book. at all, because it's written by someone, and you can figure out more things by connecting into source yourself, which is called meditation. Not everybody will get a book. Not everybody will hear of Jesus, which Jesus has many names that a lot of people don't understand. But just connecting to source to clear your mind. That is you being in a quiet place, sitting down, thinking of nothing but darkness. People get really scared of that one because they freak out at the beginning. But you don't want to freak out, because there's nothing to be scared of. God is, source is unconditional love. Okay? Unconditional love. And so, connect into that. Be alone. And that's for everybody. Everybody needs to do that anyway. Because then they'll get, better instead of being so sick. And, meditate 5 minutes, start 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I got to a point to where I could do it for an hour, 2 hours. And I'm telling you, it'll make you real chill. All this anxiety, all this stress and freaking out, it goes away. It goes away. And, you'll be able to handle anything. Anything. Talk to anyone, handle anything. And like I said, you're connecting in with source, and you'll be able to hear your own self instead of hearing everybody else around all the time. That's the problem. You're not filtering out all these other people and all these other things. You can't even hear yourself. So, hear yourself, and you'll be good. So, also, get off of anything that they're freaking putting you on. Because like I said, you're going to be in coma state. And you're still going to be seeing shit. You're still going to see the astral realm because you're that connected. You're still going to see everything that's a part of God. It'll hinder it a little bit. It'll like do it a little bit to make it you be like, oh, you're normal. But it's not. It's not really doing anything but holding you back. Holding you back from who you really are and what you can really do. And it's time for everyone to start tapping into that. It's time. It's about 2020, and you want to be ready with the rest of us. Waking up. You can find so much information on empaths, old souls, the whole thing of, they're like, they have a whole bunch of personalities. Have you heard of old soul? Personalities, it's all you. It's never someone else. It's all you. We there's so much stuff. People want to play you like you're dumb. That's on them for sure. But another cool thing to do, because like I said, you need to start learning to love yourself more. There's nothing wrong with you. You sit in the mirror, stare in a mirror. Sometimes mirrors can be scary to you because you'll see different things and you will change. The way you look sometimes will change because if you understand source, it's hard. It's me to go through every little thing right now is hard because you have to put a lot of things together. I've read And it's not only about reading. Like I said, who cares about a book? You can pull out information from the Akashic records by meditating and figure out a lot of stuff without a book in front of your face. Okay, I've read a lot of stuff, but like I said, it don't matter. Emerald tablets, Dead Sea Scrolls, Book of the Dead, the Greek freaking Bible, which is pretty much kind of like the same stuff. The Jewish Bible, the Quran, Hinduism, Wicca. There's so much stuff I've read. And yeah, you can get little bits and pieces out of all of it and understand history and certain things like that and what's happened. But really, you'll get the source from meditating and quieting your mind, and all the information will come to you. If you're asking, thinking about it, and want to figure out something, it'll come to you. It'll be given and revealed and shown to you. Because you're a very visual person. I mean, like I said, your sound is super high, your vision is super high, everything is super high level. You'll get visions of things and you'll be like, okay, what is that from? It could be someone sending you a message. It could be you are in an area and picking up on what has happened in that area. It's so many different things. Unless you figure out how to control it, you need to learn how to control it, so then you can separate what everything is. I want to talk about where they're to talk about the different personalities. Now, if you're cutting who you are off a lot to please a lot of other people, it will make you deny part of yourself, which will come through still. So it's not someone else, it's part of you, because they have been cutting you off from yourself. So it's like what they call the shattered self, because it's doing a way to protect itself, but at the same time it's harming yourself because you're not being able to be truly you and who you are. And also, there's so many more levels that I can go into with that, especially with old souls and knowing how things work and being connected to God, that source that's always existed. There's many things that go into that I will probably talk about one of these days. Let's see. Also, another thing, in the beginning of the book it says, don't trust knowledge, don't get knowledge. Then another part says, my people die because of lack of knowledge. Well, okay, which one is it? That's why we have to meditate, talk to Source ourselves, and Source will let us know what is correct and what's not. And we need to know stuff. We need to be smart. We need to have knowledge, okay? Otherwise, you will die and you won't know shit. You won't know what anything is going on. So knowledge is very important. Very important. So first thing, I just wanted to tell you guys, I'll probably give you guys more messages as time goes on. But the big thing is there's nothing wrong with being by yourself and listening and really practicing. Meditating will help you practice, control the thoughts and the feelings and everything that's, coming to you. You'll be able to filter it and know what that is from, what that is from, what that is from. Because like I said, don't sit there and call yourself sick, something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're absolutely beautiful. You are love. You are amazing. Very amazing. You're very beautiful and very intelligent, because like I said, you are directly connected to source most of the time, unless someone is manipulating you into thinking otherwise. So, this is the little message I wanted to give. It's about 20 minutes now. Because there's like so much more I want to talk about. I'll probably talk about a lot of my experiences growing up, what I've seen, what I can do. Like I said, with us being able to see the energy of everything, because everything is part of source, which is energy, and that's alive and moving. You learn that in science, but it's like people don't put that together. Everything is energy. So, I can see everything's energy and like break it down into like little teeny dots, even where I could see through it. So, and I'll get more into my life and what sleep paralysis really is and how that really works, because a lot of people have that wrong. And also, just like a lot of outer body experiences that I've had, and when they say, oh, like just even shadow people, everything, ancestors, different things like that. I will get more into that on upcoming videos, so stay tuned if you want to hear more. And I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, and you're not alone. We are here together for a purpose.